Artlist.io.
Scene 1. Inventory Solution Storage Room. Day. The storage room is a chaotic tangle of boxes stacked high and spilling into every corner. The fluorescent lights buzz overhead, adding to the cluttered, restless atmosphere. Elena, 28. Sweet, Salvadoran, and low-key spiraling. Geeky heart, shy eyes, and just trying to keep it together, especially when he walks by tugs at a shelf, her face tight with frustration, her movements sharp as she fights the overwhelming mess. She mutters to herself, the struggle of learning English weighing on her like the boxes around her. A few feet away, Camila, 24, wild child Mexican, free spirit. If Elena's shy, Camila's the storm, loud, bold, and always chasing the next thrill lounges casually on a box, completely absorbed in her phone. She's unfazed by the disorder, her body language a perfect contrast to Elena's tense energy, as if the chaos doesn't even register. Elena, groaning, rubbing her temples.
Ugh, inglés es tan difícil, Camila.
Camila, not looking up, casual green.
Nah, amiga, tú lo haces difícil. English ain't that bad.
Elena, scrunching her face, eyes at the shelf.
Pero, ¿por qué read y read suenan igual pero son diferentes?
Camila shrugs, smirking.
Porque el inglés quiere joderte. Es un idioma de locos.
Elena sighs, slumps her shoulders, looking up.
Yo trato, pero... Wait, I try, pero... I sound dumb. Why is English like this?
Camila laughs, shaking her head.
Oh, girl, te escuchas cute dumb, like a little baby trying to swear for the first time. It's hilarious.
Elena, flatly, slight pout.
Thanks.
Camila, still grinning, leaning in.
Ay, pero no te preocupes, I got you. Te voy a enseñar cómo ser una baddie.
Elena, confused, eyebrows raised.
¿Baddie? ¿Qué es eso?
Camila is happy. Elena looks like she's just discovered magic. Nods, clearly excited, hands gesturing confidently.
Sí, una city girl, you know, like a queen. Badass vibes.
Elena, eyes lighting up, nodding eagerly.
Oh, quiero ser baddie.
Camila, flashing a big grin, pointing at Elena in approval.
Okay, repeat after me. Real ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga.
Elena, confidently repeating, beaming with a bright smile, even striking a pose.
Real ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga.
Camila bursts out laughing, holding her stomach, absolutely living for this. Elena, frowning, voice soft but confused.
¿Lo dije mal?
Camila, laughing hard, wiping her eyes, grinning widely.
Nah, girl, you nailed it. Perfecto.
Elena, smiling, hands on her hips, a newfound confidence radiating.
Baddie Elena coming through.
Camila, laughing, proud, high-fiving Elena.
Yes, that's how you do it.
Just then, Darnel, 28, grounded black man, witty, and always the one to call it like it is. He's the guy who'll crack a joke just to break the tension. Elena, turning to Darnell, standing tall, eyes sparkling with mischievous energy.
Hey, Darnell, real-ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga.
Darnell freezes mid-step, eyes wide in confusion. Elena is oblivious, still glowing with pride. Elena, brightly looking straight at Darnell.
I like it when you come.
Darnell stops dead, shocked, mouth open, no words. Camila, eyes growing wide, jaw dropping, hands flying to her face.
Ay, Dios mío.
Elena, still confident but tilting her head innocently.
What? Is that not right?
Camila bursts into uncontrollable laughter, fully losing it. Shaking her head, half laughing, half panicked.
No, girl. No. You don't say that to people.
Malik, 28. Cool without trying black man, smooth without saying much. He's got a smile that disarms and a vibe that keeps everyone guessing. Walks in, catching the tail end. He looks around, sensing the energy shift. Malik. Grinning, teasing tone.
What's going on in here?
Darnell. still stunned, hand over his heart.
She just said she likes when I come.
Malik, eyes wide, laughing nervously.
Wait, what?
Camila, trying to explain, covering her face.
She doesn't know what she's saying. She meant come to work. But it sounds, totally different.
Elena, beaming, like she solved a puzzle.
Oh, you mean when you come to work? I like it when you come.
Camila is on the verge of tears from laughing. Elena, standing proudly, still doesn't get what's so funny, but she's riding high on confidence, doubling over, breathless.
Oh my God.
Malik stumbles back a step, laughing so hard his eyes are watering. He tries to catch his breath, laughing, wiping his face.
Yo, you're saying the craziest stuff and you don't even realize it.
Elena crosses her arms, still smiling but a little irritated now, pouting to Camila.
Camila already said no more City Girls lines.
Malik, grinning, loving the chaos.
Good, now let's talk about the other thing you're saying.
Elena, groaning, throwing her hands up.
I don't want any more lessons.
Malik, teasing, stepping in, wagging his finger.
Nah, you need this one.
He leans in dramatically, voice low and mock serious, eyes twinkle with mischief. Malik.
Class is in session. How do I say this? Welcome to Nigga 101.
Elena tilts her head, confused.
Nigga 101?
Camila loses it again, cracking up uncontrollably. Malik, rubbing his forehead, trying to hold it together.
Elena, you can't say nigga.
Elena, blinking, genuinely confused.
I can't say that word? Like at all?
Malik, nodding, dead serious now.
Exactly.
Elena takes this in, nods to herself, a proud smile spreads across her face. Grinning.
I think I got it. I'm learning.
She stands tall, confident, triumphant.
Every day you come, you make me feel warm inside.
Camila and Malik freeze, eyes wide. The room goes silent. Camila, voice cracking, horrified.
Oh my God, Elena. What did you just say?
Malik! Nervous laugh, darting a look at Camila.
Wait, hold up. You really just said that, huh?
Elena, beaming, proud of herself.
What? Isn't that what you wanted me to say?
Camila, barely able to speak, Elle awing and panicked.
No, that's not what you think it means, girl. You can't say that. That's not what you mean.
Malik, laughing uncontrollably.
Nah. That's way off. You can't be saying stuff like that. You're wildin', Elena.
Elena, laughing now too, sheepish but still confused.
What? I don't get it. I thought it was right.
Camila grabs Elena gently by the shoulders, shaking her just enough to get the point across.
Elena, chica, eso. No es lo que quieres decir. Créeme. Suena, shakes head. Es como si estuvieras diciendo algo completamente diferente. Chica.
Camila is doubled over with laughter, barely able to breathe. Elena, still unsure why it's so funny, stands proud with her newfound confidence, laughing breathlessly.
Oh my God.
Malik wipes his eyes, trying to compose himself through the laughter.
You be saying the wildest stuff and you don't even realize it.
Elena crosses her arms, smiling but clearly a bit annoyed, pouting to Camila.
Camila already said no more City Girls lines.
Malik, grinning.
Good.
Elena pauses, then confidently gestures between them.
Camila, you, me, and Malik. We're gonna make an awesome threesome.
Stunned silence. Camila and Malik freeze, jaws dropped. Malik, voice cracking.
You gotta know.
Camila! Covering her face.
Dios. Mío.
Elena, still grinning, completely clueless.
What?
End scene. Scene 2, interior sports bar, night. The bar is packed with people, the air thick with the clinking of glasses and the hum of excited chatter. On the big screen, a basketball game is playing, the crowd cheering as the action heats up. Darnel and Malik sit at the bar, drinks in hand, soaking in the game and the lively atmosphere. Darnel, glancing up, narrowing his eyes.
Wait, is that Tasha?
Malik, confused, looking around.
Tasha, who's that?
Darnel, grinning, recognizing her.
Man, that's like my little sister. I used to babysit her. She just moved back, staying with her brother for now.
Tasha enters the bar with a confident stride, her presence immediately standing out in the crowd. Mid-20s, stylish in a sleek jacket and jeans, she scans the room. Her gaze lands on Darnell, and she smiles warmly as she makes her way over. Tasha, grinning, arms open.
Darnell, what's up, big bro?
Darnell, getting up from his seat, wrapping his arms around her in a tight hug.
Tasha, look at you. Welcome back. How you been?
Tasha, pulling back from the hug, glancing around the bar.
Good. Just started a new job, trying to get settled. Staying with my real big bro for now.
Malik, clearing his throat, suddenly more alert.
Hey, I'm Malik, your Darnell's friend.
Tasha turns to Malik, a friendly smile on her face. She offers her hand with a casual, easygoing vibe. Smiling casually, offering her hand.
Yeah, didn't know y'all came as a set. Nice to meet you.
Malik, shaking her hand, nervous but trying to hide it.
Yeah, we just chillin' watching the game.
Tasha nods, settling into the conversation.
Cool, I'm still adjusting. These rent prices are crazy. I might need a roommate just to survive.
Darnell, grinning, playfully slinging an arm around her shoulders.
You know I got you. Whatever you need, just say the word.
Malik, blurting, eager to jump in.
Yeah, roommates are clutch, real helpful, chill vibe, no drama.
Tasha laughs, unaware of Malik's slightly awkward tone, laughing, not catching on to his tone.
Exactly. I just want someone easy to live with.
Malik, trying to sound casual but failing.
Yeah, gotta keep it peaceful, low-key, no mess.
Tasha, smiling, enjoying the lighthearted exchange.
Right? Just figuring it out one step at a time.
Darnell, teasing, playful.
Just to clarify, me and Malik, we're not a package deal.
Tasha chuckles, her eyes narrowing playfully as she glances between them. Laughs, raising an eyebrow.
Oh, my bad. I wasn't sure. Y'all looked a little cozy.
Malik, chuckling nervously, shifting his weight.
Nah, just boys, strictly sports and sarcasm.
Tasha, smiling, clearly amused.
No judgment. I was just confused for a second.
Darnell, grinning at Malik.
Hear that? Just friends.
Malik, half laughing, trying to play it cool.
Loud and clear.
Tasha turns back to Darnell, her smile shifting to something more thoughtful. Turning back to Darnell, still smiling.
Anyway, I'm gonna start looking for a roommate soon. Gotta save those coins.
Malik, still trying to stay involved.
Yeah, roommates are, that's a smart move.
Darnell slaps Malik's back, chuckling.
Don't worry, man. We'll find you something to focus on. Tasha's good.
Tasha, laughing, unaware of the deeper meaning in Darnell's words.
Yeah, I'm good for now. Appreciate it, though.
End scene.
Ok.
Scene 3.
Última pregunta. ¿A quién quieres más? ¿A mí o a mi hermano?
A ver, tú eres como ese Sunday. Estás llena de alegría, mejoras todos los momentos. Tú eres como la McDouble. Con mucho sabor, satisfaces a todos y como el Dollar Menu pides muy poco a cambio.
Entonces, ¿prefieres al Sunday o a la McDouble?
A mi McChicken.
Dólar Menu de McDonald's y sus muchas ricas opciones, a $1 cada una. El simple gusto de querer a todos por igual.
Scene 3, interior Elena's job, customer service desk, day. Elena and Camila are standing behind the customer service desk, surrounded by stacks of inventory and office supplies. The office is calm, with only a few coworkers scattered around, quietly working. The vibe is relaxed, typical of the easygoing atmosphere at their job. A low murmur of conversation from the nearby employees and soft tapping of keyboards fill the background. Camila, always animated, is mid-story, gesturing wildly with her hands, while Elena listens intently, amused and intrigued, excitedly mixing English and Spanish.
Y'all, no te imaginas lo que pasó en mi cita de Tinder. O sea, I went out with this guy, right? Total weird vibe. He's a mortician, Elena. A mortician. Like, ¿me entiendes? Dead people for a living.
Elena blinks, her eyes wide, clearly trying to grasp the absurdity of the situation, laughing nervously, still processing.
¿Cómo que un mortician? I don't understand. ¿Qué hace eso en una cita? Eso es raro.
Camila nods enthusiastically, still in disbelief herself. She lowers her voice as if about to share a juicier detail. Eyes wide, gesturing with both hands.
So, we meet up. And he's all serious, but like, He's talking about his work all night. He literally tells me, you know, Camila, I spend my days embalming bodies and making sure they look beautiful for their families. You're like, hey, what is this, a freaking horror movie?
Elena throws her hands up, her laughter escaping despite the absurdity of it all. Laughing out loud, still confused.
What? ¿Un cuerpo muerto? Eso es muy raro. What? What did you say to him? I don't know what you say to someone who embalms people.
Camila shrugs, her tone sarcastic but laughing, as if it was all just too much to take seriously. Rolling her eyes, sarcastic but laughing.
Oh, it was so much worse. He takes me to this fancy dinner, but then proceeds to pull out his phone and shows me a picture of a body he worked on. Tells me it's his proudest work. O sea, por favor. The guy's talking about dead bodies like he's showing off his latest tattoo, and I'm just sitting there like, this isn't real life.
Elena gasps, holding her chest as she tries not to burst into uncontrollable laughter. Her face scrunches in disbelief, trying not to burst into laughter.
Ay, Dios mío. Le mostró una foto de un cadáver. Why would he even do that? Eso no es normal.
Camila looks just as baffled, her arms spread wide as if to say, what even is this? Shrugging, baffled.
I don't know, girl. I was so uncomfortable, so I'm just sitting there like, Dios mío, ¿qué estoy haciendo aquí? And he's telling me about how he honors the dead and the stuff like that. And I'm just thinking, I'm gonna need to see someone not dead after this date, por favor.
Elena can't help but giggle, her hand covering her mouth, still trying to process the absurdity. Giggling, still in shock.
This is so weird. I don't know how you survived that. ¿Le diste otra oportunidad?
Camila, laughing, shaking her head with a grin.
Nah, girl. I blocked him on everything. No more Tinder mortician dates for me. Nunca más.
Elena leans against the customer service counter, shaking her head, her laughter bubbling up again, laughing harder.
I know, you really blocked him. I can't believe you went out with him in the first place. ¿De veras un mortician? ¿Mejor un chef? ¿O un bombero? Algo normal.
Camila flashes a mischievous grin, clearly enjoying the absurdity of it all. She leans in slightly, making it clear that she's about to add a final twist to the tale. Grinning mischievously.
Yeah, I'm done with dead people. I'm good. At least he didn't try to embalm me, ¿verdad? That's the silver lining here.
Elena laughs, amused and a little confused at the bizarre world Camila inhabits. Giggles, amused and confused.
Embalm? Like, no say. That's so weird, Camila. You definitely need someone more normal.
Camila, still laughing.
But you know what? Free dinner is free dinner. No me quejo de eso. Oh, and when he gave me a hug at the end of the night, I felt something.
Winks.
Let's just say it might make me reconsider. Maybe there's a second date in the future, if he's not embalming anyone else by then.
Elena's eyes go wide, completely shocked by Camila's admission, but her laughter is contagious. Eyes widening in shock, laughing.
No me digas que te gustó. ¿En serio, Camila?
Camila shrugs nonchalantly, clearly enjoying Elena's reaction, and gives a playful wink, grinning, shrugging.
Hey, it's all about the vibes, right? But yeah, that's the weirdest date I've ever been on. Dead bodies, dinner, and a hug with a little more than I expected. Never thought I'd be into a mortician, but who knows?
Elena bursts into even louder laughter, holding her stomach as she shakes her head, laughing hysterically.
Eso es demasiado raro para mí. I can't even. Camila, eres una loca.
Camila, laughing, holding her stomach.
What can I say? A girl's gotta eat.
They both burst into laughter again, their voices carrying through the calm, relaxed atmosphere of the customer service area. Elena shakes her head in disbelief, still amused by Camila's wild dating stories. Meanwhile, the break room door opens and Malik and Darnel walk toward the counter where Elena and Camila are standing. Malik, smiling to Darnel but glancing at the girls.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Camila, quick and to the point.
Nothing, just bullshitting with Elena. What about you?
Malik, shrugging, casual but curious.
Nothing much. Just thinking about that girl we saw at the bar. You know, Tasha, Darnell's little sister, the one with the big, personality.
Darnel, raising an eyebrow, rolling his eyes.
Wait, what? Man, she's not my little sister like that. She's family, but nah, she's my friend's sister. She just moved back here for work. Ain't no way she's your type, trust me.
Malik, ignoring Darnell, distracted, leaning against the counter.
Nah, man, she seems cool, though. She looks like she could handle my energy.
Elena, confused, trying to follow in Spanglish.
¿Quién es esa Tasha? No la conozco. ¿Es una amiga?
Camila, teasing, leaning on the counter with a grin.
Oh, Malik, ¿tú ya tienes ojos para alguien más? You trying to flirt with someone right now? You don't waste no time.
Malik, laughing nervously, trying to cover his tracks, scratching his head.
Nah, ain't like that. I was just, saying she looked cool. I'm just trying to figure her out, that's all.
Darnell, laughing, jumping in to tease Malik, nudging him.
Man, you gotta be careful. She's not your usual type. She's family kinda, you know? Don't be messing with my friend's sister like that.
Elena, still a bit confused, but catching on to the playful energy between them, mixing some Spanish.
¿Ella es como una hermana de Darnell? ¿Una hermana de verdad o solo un juego?
Camila, laughing but answering in English, giving Elena a knowing look.
Girl, trust me, she's not his sister, but Darnell's the big brother type. You don't need to worry about her. Malik, on the other hand, he's just trying to find trouble.
Malik, grinning sheepishly, trying to play it off but clearly a little embarrassed, hands raised in defense.
Nah, I was just wondering if she'd be down to hang out. No big deal. She seemed cool.
Darnell, still smirking, shaking his head at Malik, hands in his pockets.
She's chill, but man, you're not her type, trust me. She's not into the whole Malik energy.
Elena, laughing, now getting the joke, still a bit confused but playing along.
I don't know what is Malik energy, but it sounds intense.
Camila, teasing both of them, laughing, crossing her arms.
Oh, you'll learn soon enough, Elena. That's a whole other level.
Malik shrugs, trying to pretend like he's not bothered, but there's a hint of disappointment in his eyes. Darnell continues giving him a hard time as they all continue chatting. Malik, nodding, trying to change the subject, slightly awkward.
All right. Enough about me. How's your day going, Elena? Everything good?
Elena, in broken English and Spanish, slightly frustrated.
Oh, same old, just struggling with work and bills. Typico. How about you guys?
Darnell, grinning, teasing.
Man, just surviving. But Malik's been all about that Tasha talk.
Camila, smirking at Malik, raising an eyebrow.
Malik, maybe you should just stick to your workout routine and leave the flirting to someone else.
The group laughs as the scene fades. The office is still buzzing with the low hum of quiet activity from the other employees. Elena shakes her head in disbelief but can't help but join in on the laughter, clearly enjoying the light-hearted banter. Malik, still trying to save face, gives a half smile, clearly amused by the teasing. End scene.
The taste of rich chocolate fudge and Cape Cod. Of fresh black raspberries and Martha's Vineyard. Of sweet cream, ripe blueberries, and Maine. And suddenly the whole family is together. 13 delicious flavors of Hood New England Creamery ice cream. Part of our family and now a part of yours. And try limited edition whoopie pie. Hood ice cream. Always good. Always Hood.
Scene 4, interior Camila's one-bedroom apartment, day. The apartment is small, cozy, and full of character, but it's clear the place is in disarray. A mixture of old furniture, mismatched decor, and stacks of magazines fill the space. The kitchen table is cluttered with papers, coffee cups, and an open laptop. Elena and Camila are seated at the table. Elena watches Camila type on the laptop, eyes scanning the chaos around her. The walls are adorned with bright, quirky art pieces, some framed, others just pinned up. A large potted plant sits in one corner, slightly drooping from too much neglect. Elena, skeptical, pointing to a pile of magazines.
Camila, ¿qué es todo esto? Why do you have so many magazines here?
Camila, laughing casually, shrugging.
Oh, they're just like old magazines. Some are from a thrift store. Adds character to the place,
Elena, eyebrow raised.
Character? Character? That's not character. That's disorder. Laughs, switching to English. It looks like a tornado went through here. I'm surprised you can find your bed under all that stuff.
Camila, joking, turning to Elena with a grin.
Girl, I know where everything is. It's organized chaos. Trust me, I thrive in it.
Elena, looking doubtful, glancing at the half-empty cereal box on the counter.
I don't know, Camila. I can't even tell if this is your kitchen or some modern art installation.
Camila, laughing loudly.
Hey, don't knock my style. I'm unique. Anyway, we're supposed to be posting an ad, not critiquing my life choices. Mujer, let's get to work.
Camila turns back to the laptop, adjusting the wording of the ad as Elena looks over her shoulder. Elena, pointing at the screen, speaking a bit slowly in English and Spanish.
Okay, but why did you say roommate wanted, must love cats, loud music, and very questionable snack choices? I don't have any cats.
Camila, shrugging.
You don't have any yet. But we're definitely going to get a cat. So I'm just setting the tone for the future, you know?
Elena chuckles, shaking her head, a little more focused on the wording.
No, but seriously, you need to be more specific. You're going to attract some weirdos if you leave it like that. People think questionable snacks sounds like you'll be eating other things.
Camila, snorting with laughter.
Girl, calm down. It's just a little humor. Besides, if they don't like snacks, we don't need them.
Elena, raising an eyebrow, still skeptical, switching to Spanish.
Pero, ¿cuál es tu idea de música ruidosa? But what's your idea of loud music? Heavy metal? Cumbia?
Camila, grinning mischievously, leaning in closer to Elena as she types.
Oh, girl, you know I love me some reggaeton and trap, but I'm not going to judge you for your bachata nights.
Elena, laughing and rolling her eyes.
No. I'm not saying anything. Just, can we make it sound a little less fiesta and more, please don't be a weirdo?
Camila looks at Elena, holding up her hands in mock surrender.
I'll tone it down. I'll say something like, roommate wanted for chill, quiet townhouse. Must be clean, respectful, and down for some Netflix and chill nights.
Elena nods, smiling, switching to English.
Okay, that sounds better. We don't need anyone who thinks they're at a party every night.
Camila, poking fun, laughing as she types.
You're just mad because you know I'll find a roommate who's way more fun than you.
Elena, playfully crossing her arms.
Whatever, I'm just trying to survive the rent. I don't have time for a party every night. My bills don't care about partying.
Camila finishes typing and clicks post on the roommate ad, leaning back in her chair with a grin.
There. Done. Now, we just wait for the flood of people who want to move into your party townhouse.
Elena, looking around again, a little apprehensive.
Let's just hope they don't come with loud music and questionable snacks.
Camila, winking at Elena, grabbing her phone to check something.
Girl, I'll be here for all of it. You'll see. Your new roommate will be fun.
The scene ends with both of them laughing. Elena still a little unsure about the randomness of Camila's apartment, but they're in it together now. Roommate search montage. Scene 1, the ex-con, Inti, living room, day. We see the apartment's living room, a modest space with mismatched furniture. The ex-con, wearing a faded leather jacket and a grin that screams, "I've seen things," sits confidently on the couch. He looks at Elena and Camila with an intensity that's both comical and intimidating. He pulls out a plastic bag from under his jacket, revealing a cheap phone and a baseball bat. He places them on the coffee table with exaggerated care. Ex-con, with intense seriousness.
Listen, I've done my time. Now I'm here to make things right, build something real. But if anyone messes with me, you best believe I've still got my connections.
Pulls out a picture of a man in a suit, dark sunglasses, and an expression that suggests power. He places the photo on the table, staring them down like he's in an action movie.
This guy, he owes me a favor. You need anything, just let me know, yeah?
Elena and Camila exchange a nervous look, trying to suppress their laughter as the ex-con continues to give a speech about connections, like he's about to make a life-changing offer. Scene 2, the slick ex-jailbird, int, kitchen, day. The kitchen is small but clean. The ex-jailbird, in his early 30s, leans casually against the kitchen wall. His feet are propped up on the counter, and he's sipping from a red Solo cup like it's the most normal thing in the world. His relaxed, cocky attitude contrasts with the tension in the air. He winks at Elena, who is clearly skeptical, but she hides it behind a forced smile. Ex-jailbird, laid back, smooth tone.
Yeah, man. Life's all about connections, you feel me? Once you know the right people, you don't gotta do much. I got, business lined up. Trust me.
Winks at Elena again, who looks away, trying not to laugh. He takes another sip from his cup, completely unbothered. Scene 3, Camila's wild cousin, int living room, day. Camila's cousin bursts into the apartment with an explosive energy that fills the room. She's loud, vibrant, and unapologetically confident. She immediately goes to the stereo, cranks up reggaeton music to ear-splitting levels, and starts dancing like no one's watching. She grabs Elena by the hand, pulling her into the chaos. Camila's cousin, excitedly pulling Elena into the dance.
Come on, Mommy, you gotta feel this. Let's get the party started.
She spins Elena around wildly, clearly in her own world, while Elena awkwardly tries to maintain her balance. Elena pulls away, still not entirely comfortable with the situation, laughing, barely noticing Elena's discomfort.
You're gonna love this. Trust me, this is how we party.
Elena, half dragged into the dance, glances toward Camila, who looks equally amused but a little worried for her friend. Scene 4, the street magician, into living room, day. The living room, still vibrating from the loud reggaeton music, is now host to a street magician girl. She's in her late 20s, wearing a quirky outfit and holding a deck of cards with the flair of a seasoned performer. She flicks the cards expertly in one hand while Elena and Camila watch, a little bemused. Street magician girl, flair.
I know how to make things disappear. Watch this.
She makes a coin appear from Elena's ear, and as Elena reacts with surprise, the magician's fingers move like lightning, snatching Elena's bra without her noticing. Camila laughs in the background as Elena slowly looks down in confusion. Camila, laughing.
This is insane.
The magician winks at Elena, who is now staring down at her chest in disbelief. Scene 5, the former Tinder date, int living room, day. Camila and her former Tinder date are sitting awkwardly on the couch. The living room still has remnants of chaos from the earlier dance-off. The Tinder date, an overly confident but slightly awkward guy, laughs nervously while Camila tries her best to remain composed. There's a palpable discomfort in the air. Former Tinder date, laughing nervously.
Yeah, man, I thought you were gonna text me back, but then life got crazy. But hey, better late than never, right?
He chuckles again, unsure if Camila's laughing with him or at him. Camila, with an awkward laugh, looking away.
Yeah, about that.
She sips her drink and shrugs, trying to keep the situation light. Scene 6. The guy in Spider-Man costume, inty living room, day. The living room is quiet for a moment, a stark contrast to the earlier chaos. In the corner of the room, the guy in the Spider-Man costume is standing in dramatic silence, his arms crossed as if he's on high alert. He stares out the window like a superhero on a mission, his body language entirely serious despite his costume. Spider-Man roommate. Dramatic pose, pointing to the window.
The city's safety comes first. If anyone tries to break in here, they'll have to get through me, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
He stands up suddenly, striking a superhero pose, clearly ready to take on the world. He looks at Elena and Camila with a deadpan expression.
Crime never sleeps. Neither do I.
Outside the apartment, XT apartment steps, day. Camila is outside on the apartment steps, laughing and joking with the ex-con. They're sitting close, their conversation turning flirtatious. Suddenly they kiss. Elena steps out of the apartment door just in time to see the unexpected moment. Elena, shocked, hands on hips.
Camila!
Camila and ex-con immediately pull apart, both startled. Elena stands in the doorway, fuming with disbelief. Camila, ever the quick thinker, tries to play it off. Camila, grinning sheepishly, trying to play it cool.
Oh, hey, Elena, what's up?
Ex-con, trying to look casual but still a bit lost.
Hey, sorry. Didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Camila, holding up her phone with a grin.
Just getting his number. No big deal. You know how it is.
She shows Elena the contact saved as bad boy number 1, smiling mischievously. Elena, in disbelief, switching to Spanish.
¿Qué estás haciendo?
She storms back inside, shaking her head in disbelief. Camila, laughing as she follows her inside.
A girl's gotta eat, right?
End scene.
Introducing new Fruitomic Punch Gushers with a taste that's gonna drive you fruity. It's very, very different and totally appealing. It's new Fruitomic Punch Gushers, the fruit snack bursting the juicy fruit punch in the middle. So fruity, they'll really turn your head.
Whoa, I'll say.
New Fruitomic Punch Gushers. The blast of fruit punch is gonna drive you totally fruity.
Man, I gotta split.
Scene 8, the aftermath of the roommate search, Inti living room, day. Camila flops onto the couch like a telenovela star in distress, throwing her arms over her head with a loud theatrical sigh. Elena stands nearby with her arms tightly crossed, her jaw clenched and brows furrowed, still simmering from the emotional roller coaster of their chaotic roommate hunt. Camila, groaning.
Okay, listen. I know today was
a disaster. Elena, deadpan.
You bring criminals, thieves, Spider-Man.
Camila nods quickly.
I know. But in my defense, Spider-Man seemed chill.
Elena, unamused, sighing in Spanish.
Dios mío.
Camila, scooting closer, giving her puppy eyes.
Lo siento, mi amor. I really thought we'd find someone good today.
Elena, shaking her head, exhausted.
We find crazy people, and you...
Pointing accusingly.
You make out with criminals?
Camila, grinning, shrugging.
Look, sometimes the heart wants what it wants.
Elena, scoffs, shaking her head as she stands up.
I need a shower. I feel dirty.
Camila, laughing and getting up to follow her.
I swear, Elena, I'm never picking roommates again.
Elena, as she heads to the bathroom.
You better not. You're banned.
Camila laughs, still a bit guilty, but grateful for Elena's sense of humor about the situation. She watches Elena head into the bathroom, still shaking her head. Camila pauses, then sighs as she glances around, clearly feeling bad for the chaos she caused. Turning to Elena, still standing in the doorway.
I'm seriously sorry, Elena. I'll make it up to you. I know today was a mess, but we'll get it right next time. I promise.
Elena, without looking back, her voice softer as she enters the bathroom.
Let's hope so.
Camila nods, standing there for a moment, then sighs deeply as she heads toward the door. Turning back one last time.
I'll see you later, okay?
Elena doesn't answer immediately, just a faint, uh-huh, as she starts the shower, signaling she's ready to unwind. Camila opens the door, giving one last wave as she leaves. Elena, standing in the bathroom, hears the door close. She takes a deep breath, finally feeling the weight of the day lift. Elena, in her robe and disheveled hair, is sitting on the couch, sipping tea and scrolling through her phone. The knock at the door breaks the silence. It's soft at first, but then a more persistent, insistent knock follows. Elena groans, clearly irritated, adjusting her robe as she walks to the door. Elena, muttering under her breath.
¿Quién será esta hora?
She opens the door, revealing a young black woman with a confident stance. Tasha stands with a duffel bag slung over her shoulder, casually looking Elena up and down. She gives off a vibe that says she's already comfortable here. Tasha.
Hey, sup, you Elena?
Elena. Suspicious, adjusting her robe, squinting at Tasha.
See?
Tasha nods, unfazed by the robe or the suspicion.
Cool, I'm Tasha. Saw your ad. I'm looking for a roommate.
Elena blinks, still processing before crossing her arms defensively. She steps back slightly, keeping her distance as she examines Tasha.
You saw ad?
Tasha, smirking, her eyes scanning the space behind Elena as if this is just another stop on her path.
Yep, said you needed a roommate, so here I am.
Elena raises an eyebrow, looking Tasha over, her arms still crossed. She leans slightly against the doorframe, still unsure.
You don't look like an ex-con.
Tasha, laughing with a tilt of her head, her confidence unwavering.
That a problem?
Elena, Serious nodding.
Kinda. See?
Tasha chuckles, taking a step forward, unfazed by Elena's suspicion.
Fair. Nah, I'm just a regular girl trying to find a spot.
Elena, still skeptical, eyes narrowing, crossing her arms tighter.
What do you do?
Tasha, shrugging casually.
For work or for fun? Because one answer will make you invite me in, and the other might make you call the cops.
Elena looks at her for a beat, sizing her up. Tasha remains completely at ease. Eyes narrowing, not backing down.
Both.
Tasha, grinning, tilting her head, clearly enjoying this.
For work, marketing, for fun, let's just say if I told you, you'd either be impressed or you'd call the cops.
Elena stares at her, eyes widening slightly as she contemplates how to react. Tasha, smiling mischievously, not missing a beat.
Just kidding, maybe.
Elena, muttering in Spanish, crossing herself.
Ay, Dios mío.
Elena hesitates, still unsure whether to let this woman in, when Tasha casually gestures toward Elena's robe.
By the way, that robe's doing a little too much.
Elena glances down, realizing part of her chest is exposed, and quickly yanks it closed. Her face flushes as she stumbles for words. Embarrassed.
Mierda.
Tasha, laughing lightly as she casually steps inside like she's already been invited in.
Relax, girl. I ain't seen nothing I ain't seen before.
Elena sighs deeply, realizing she just let a stranger inside. Tasha takes a step forward and casually drops her duffel bag on the couch. The camera follows as Elena and Tasha sit across from each other at the small dining table. Elena, still trying to process, sips her tea nervously, eyeing Tasha. Tasha, on the other hand, is sprawled back in her chair, one leg over the other, scrolling through her phone with a relaxed air as if she's been there for years. Elena,
why'd you move here?
Tasha, without missing a beat, looking up from her phone.
Got a new job. Needed a change.
Elena, leaning forward slightly, narrowing her eyes.
You know Spanish?
Tasha shrugs.
Un poco. I understand more than I can speak. If y'all start talking fast, I catch like every third word and just make up the rest.
Elena nods approvingly, looking impressed.
Better than my English.
Tasha smirks, lifting one eyebrow.
Debatable?
Before Elena can respond, there's another knock at the door. She sighs loudly, clearly exhausted by the flow of unexpected events, and gets up to answer it. Camila bursts into the room, her energetic presence filling the space as she opens the door. Camila, grinning, arms open wide as if Elena had been waiting for her.
Mi amor, you miss me?
Elena's deadpan without skipping a beat.
Number?
Camila, pouting playfully, then notices Tasha eyeing her up and down.
Oh, who's this?
Elena, gesturing lazily, still trying to process the situation.
Camila, this is Tasha. She's my new roommate. Maybe.
Camila, eyebrows raising, clearly impressed, scanning Tasha's vibe.
Oh, you passed the vibe check already? Damn, girl, you special.
Tasha laughs, offering a confident handshake.
Good to know, nice to meet you.
Camila laughs back, pulling a chair over and sitting next to Elena.
Likewise. So, what do you do for fun?
Tasha, leaning back in her chair with a grin, clearly enjoying the moment.
Depends. You want the PG version or the one that comes with a liability waiver?
Elena mutters, sipping her tea nervously.
Dios nos proteja.
Camila laughs, intrigued.
Oh, I like her already.
Elena sighs, shaking her head, then looks at Tasha seriously, trying to stay grounded in the situation.
You pay rent on time?
Tasha nods confidently, making eye contact.
Always.
Elena, thinking it over, nods slowly.
Okay.
Tasha, leaning forward, giving them both a mischievous smirk.
But first, what about y'all? What do you do?
Camila, nonchalant, arms folded.
We work at Inventory Solutions?
Elena nods, struggling with her English, but still trying her best.
See, we count things. Move boxes is boring.
Tasha laughs, shaking her head.
Damn, that sounds soul-crushing.
Camila, grinning.
Oh, it is.
Elena shrugs, half smiling.
But bills crush more.
Camila nods sagely.
Facts.
Tasha, thinking for a second, then casually asks.
Wait, y'all know Darnell?
Camila and Elena exchange a confused glance. The room momentarily quiets. Camila.
Darnell?
Elena, squinting, trying to recall.
Who's Darnell?
Tasha shrugs casual.
Big hair, talks too much, probably roasting somebody as we speak.
Camila and Elena both snap to attention, their eyes widening in realization. Camila and Elena, simultaneously, eyes widening.
Oh, Darnell.
Elena pointing at Tasha, now shocked.
You know Darnell.
Tasha nods casually.
Yeah, that's my play big brother. Known him forever.
Elena and Camila stare at her, their jaws practically dropping. Tasha's easygoing demeanor adds to the shock value. Camila, laughing, pointing at her like she just figured something out.
Oh, that explains so much about you.
Elena, still wrapping her head around it, mutters in Spanish.
Esto es una locura.
Camila, leaning back, eyes twinkling with curiosity.
Wait, if you know Darnell, do you know Malik?
Tasha, frowning, trying to think.
Malik?
Camila, nods, laughing.
Yeah, he's always with Darnell. Dark skin, kind of funny, a little cocky.
Elena, smiling as if this is an inside joke.
Smile like he knows something you don't.
Tasha, shaking her head, still blank.
Nope, not ringing a bell.
Camila, laughs, shaking her head.
Damn, that's cold.
Elena, nods in agreement.
Very cold.
Tasha, shrugging, smirking.
Guess he wasn't that memorable.
End scene.
These tales for back to school. Denim, haircut, backpacks, come get your backpack.
Boots and pants.
New shoes,
Get yourself an outfit.
denim,
Boots and pants.
haircut, new shoes. So get yourself back to school with these tales. Haircut.
Scene 10, interior bar, night. The bar is lively, with dim lighting and the clink of glasses in the background. Malik and Darnell are lounging in a booth near the back, sipping on their drinks and trying to look cool. The two of them make small talk, but they both keep glancing around, subtly looking for any sign of action or entertainment. There's an obvious undercurrent of waiting for something to happen. Then the door swings open with a sudden jolt, and Elena and Camila walk in, already in the middle of a fiery argument. Their bickering is loud and unapologetic, their voices cutting through the music and chatter of the bar. Elena, throwing her hands up, exasperated, practically spitting the words out.
Camila, ¿en serio? ¿Cómo puedes ser tan desordenada? Tienes todo tirado por la casa.
Camila, dramatically flipping her hair and rolling her eyes.
Ay, por favor. Yo soy desordenada, pero tú eres como un robot con emociones congeladas. Pareces que te vas a romper si te mueves mucho.
Elena, sarcastically, clearly triggered.
No soy un robot. Es que tú vives como si fueras una tormenta de polvo. Mujer, limpia tus cosas.
Camila, grinning like she's winning, leans in too close.
Ay, qué bien me caes. Pero eso no cambia el hecho de que voy a morir sola con mi desorden. Y tú vas a estar sola con tu helado, atrapada en un ciclo de me siento vacía.
Elena, clapping back, rolling her eyes.
No me voy a quedar sola. Yo no soy como tú. No me paso la vida con exconvictos en callejones como si fuera mi hobby.
Camila, mockingly tapping her chin, sarcastically low.
Ah, claro, claro. Tú no haces esas cosas. Tú lo que haces es pensar en cuadernos de dibujo mientras te imaginas a un tipo desnudo.
Laughing.
¡Qué profunda!
Elena, leaning in with an exaggerated scoff.
Él no es gay, Camila. No me vengas con esas tonterías.
Camila, mocking her over the top, dramatic.
Ah, claro. Él no es gay. Solo porque te hizo un dibujo bonito. Ay, no me hagas reír.
As the tension rises, the door swings open again. Tasha walks in, full of confidence, practically strutting in. She's got this vibe that says, I own this room, as she surveys the situation. In full English, she disrupts the escalating chaos with her own fiery energy. Tasha, loud with a smirk, practically skipping toward them.
You bitches think I wouldn't find you, huh?
Camila, eyes wide, pretending to be shocked but secretly delighted.
Oh, shit.
Tasha, rolling her neck, arms crossed, totally unbothered.
I'm gonna fuck you up. You think you can just come here with my girl?
Camila, feigning innocence, crossing her arms, her voice dripping with sass.
Your girl? Nah, this is my girl, sweetie.
Tasha, snapping back immediately, getting in her face.
No, bitch, you know this pussy is mine.
Camila, mocking with exaggerated movements.
Oh, no, slut. That pussy is mine.
She shoves Tasha. The shove is playful, but there's real fire behind it. Tasha, pushing back with more force, her voice dripping with attitude.
Bitch!
They start shoving each other back and forth, circling like they're about to explode. The tension builds as Malik and Darnell jump out of the booth, trying to break it up, clearly unsure of how to handle the chaos. Malik,
Yo, hold up. What the hell is going on here?
Darnell, half laughing, half confused, getting in the middle of it.
Y'all need to chill.
Just as Malik and Darnell reach them, Camila and Tasha suddenly stop, bursting into laughter at the absurdity of the situation. Tasha, giggling like she just won a bet.
Gotcha, bitch!
Darnell, completely baffled, rubbing his temples.
I'm confused. How do you two even know each other?
Tasha, shrugging casually, looking around at the guys like this is a dumb question.
Remember I was looking for a roommate? Well, so was Elena.
Darnell, eyes widening as it clicks, grinning full of realization.
Oh, shit.
Tasha, laughing, crossing her arms like this is no big deal.
Yep, I saw the ad, went there, saw her tits, and now we're roomies.
Malik, confused but trying to process, slowly laughing.
Wait, her tits?
Tasha, totally deadpan.
Bitch, her robe wouldn't stay up. Oh, by the way, hi, I'm Tasha, and you are a...
Darnell, grinning, pointing to Malik.
This is Malik. You met him earlier.
Tasha, pretending to think hard, totally unbothered.
Don't remember. Anyway, we're roomies now, so big bro, you'll be seeing more of me.
Darnell, with a big grin nodding.
That's what's up.
Elena snaps with a smirk, trying to get in the last word.
Yep, and now our pussies are your pussies.
The table goes silent for a beat as everyone processes what she just said. Then, the looks from everyone are priceless. Camila, bursting out laughing, clapping her hands dramatically. Welcome to the dream. The camera zooms out as they all look at each other with a mix of confusion, amusement, and pure chaos. The credits roll. They all laugh, ready to cause some chaos at the bar later. Mid-credit scene. NT, trendy bar, night. The scene opens with the group seated at a booth in a trendy bar, laughing, chatting, and just enjoying the moment. The energy is light. Everyone is in a good mood. Suddenly, the TV above the bar flashes with a breaking news story. News anchoring on TV speaking in a serious tone.
In a shocking turn of events, local ex-convict Antonio Tony Morales, recently released from prison, is now a suspect in a violent armed robbery at a downtown jewelry store.
The camera immediately cuts to Camila, who freezes upon hearing the news. Her face drops and her eyes lock on the screen. Elena notices the sudden shift and raises an eyebrow. Camila, mumbling to herself, almost in disbelief.
No way.
Elena, noticing Camila's reaction, teasing.
You know him?
Camila, eyes still glued to the screen, avoiding Elena's gaze.
Yeah, I mean, I did know him.
Elena, laughing, not realizing the full story yet.
So you kissed a criminal?
Camila, nervously laughing, fidgeting.
I didn't know he was gonna turn into this.
Elena, smirking, a bit sarcastic.
Girl, what did I tell you? You have terrible taste in men.
Camila, rolling her eyes, now clearly embarrassed.
You were right. Just, can we not talk about it?
Elena, eyes narrowing, suddenly remembering something.
Wait, was he the guy from the roommate search? The one who...
Camila, nervously avoiding eye contact.
Yeah, that was him.
The rest of the group exchanges confused looks, not fully understanding the situation. Malik, Darnell, and Tasha are piecing things together, clearly intrigued and puzzled by the new revelation. Darnell, laughing nervously, still processing.
Wait, hold on. You made out with that guy?
Camila, groaning, trying to avoid eye contact with anyone.
Yeah, it was a bad decision.
Malik, laughing, shaking his head.
Damn, Camila, you wild. I mean, I thought you were just weird, but this is a whole new level.
Tasha, grinning, raising her glass playfully.
Yeah, girl, that's bold.
Elena, laughing, teasing.
Well, now we know who's really the criminal here.
Camila, hiding her face in her hands, mortified.
I can't even look at y'all right now.
The entire table bursts out laughing as Camila sinks deeper into her seat, clearly embarrassed, but also realizing she's made her peace with it. The whole situation becomes a source of collective laughter. After credits, blooper. The camera cuts to an afternoon blooper. The group is gathered, this time in Elena's apartment, as they're preparing to move some stuff. Spider-Man, the mysterious guy who showed up as a potential roommate earlier, is seen trying to help with a box or maybe attempting to make a drink. He's clumsy and overly intense, making everything more complicated than it needs to be. Spider-Man pauses for dramatic effect, looking around at the group, then takes off his mask in exaggerated slow motion. As the mask comes off, it's revealed that Bad Bunny is underneath, completely different from anyone's expectations. Bad Bunny, looking at the camera, giving a playful shrug.
¿Qué tal, mi gente?
The group stares at him, shocked and confused, not sure how to react to the sudden reveal. Camila, laughing, absolutely stunned.
Wait, that was you?
Tasha, still confused, a little unsure.
You were Spider-Man?
Elena, laughing, still processing.
No way you? The whole time?
Bad Bunny grins, winks playfully, and then heads off screen, leaving the group still laughing and shaking their heads in disbelief. The camera lingers on the group for a moment as they continue to laugh, clearly enjoying the absurdity of the situation.
Artlist.io